Hey, so I have recently moved in with my friend Jonathan, and for college purposes. So this is my new room, the new crib. This is where I'll be, filming from now on. But this is my 3 months on T update, which was a few days ago. Actually, was the actual date, but clearly I am moving. So, blah blah blah. So let's hop to it. So, my voice is lower. It sounds especially low right now because I kind of just woke up. I haven't talked much today, so I don't know if it's necessarily the most accurate, but like this is a natural resting level of my voice right now, which is delightful and really I'm just so happy with how quickly it's dropped and how it's kind of been one of the first things to really majorly change. Like, it's one of the biggest things that was giving me dysphoria outside of my chest and body. So it's really wonderful. And my skin is still gross. Not much I can do about that, except I might be actually changing to a lower dose. I have my blood work appointment soon, which, if you don't know, you have to have a blood work appointment every 6 weeks on testosterone so they can monitor your levels, make sure that you don't overdose, Yeah, so other changes on my body. I am hairier on my arms and legs, and like I can just tell that the hairs on my arms are getting darker. The hair on my legs like was already sort of at the bottom, and now it's moving up my legs, and even there are some hairs, tiny little hairs on my thighs that I'm starting to notice. My facial hair is, I mean, obviously it's invisible, somewhat non-existent, but you can see it in certain light. You can tell that it's there. Not to say that it looks good or that it's something I'm proud of, but just that it exists is nice to know, and aside from that, like, I had said in my previous video that my body was bigger, which is true, but I was especially big, especially my tummy, as I was like closer after top surgery. That's not the right way to phrase that. But like, I was bloated and I hadn't been moving at all, and I had just been laying and eating, and that will change the way your body looks. And now that I've been moving around and actually like fucking moving boxes and shit, and like, being physically active more so, and also like I'm not bloated anymore, my body looks very different and kind of looks more the same that it did before I had top surgery, aside from my chest, obviously. So yeah, I still am very scrawny, and I mean, my arms are kind of bigger, which is nice, but I want to be bigger. And my body looks super different at different times of the day and different angles, which I know is normal, but like, it's like more now. Like, my body used to look a lot more consistent before I started T, I think. And now it's like my stomach can, like, my tummy can get bigger than I was ever used to seeing it. But it also can just look completely flat. And yeah, I don't know, it's just, it's a change. Other than that, I guess physically, I can't think of much else that's changed. I just, like, my facial shape has changed a little bit. And like, I used to be really long. Yeah, it's just, I just feel like more normal, feel so much less like in like some sort of in-between thing. I always felt like I was like you know, everything here is male and everything here is female, and I just felt like I was some sort of in between, like, thing that was neither male nor female, and I really felt like sort of I felt really unnatural and really like just honestly, I basically felt like I was not supposed to exist the way that I was existing, which sounds fucking terrible, and it was. So, you know, but now I feel like I am existing the way I'm supposed to be existing, and that's not to say anything about trans people who don't medically transition, but this is just about my personal relationship with myself, you know. Just want to clarify that. I think I'm a bit veinier, actually. That's probably, like, not by a lot, but I feel like in my hands it's a little bit more noticeable. I don't know. In terms of emotional changes, I can still cry. We'll confirm that because I played a video game that made me cry. So, it's like the video game was designed to make me sad, to make me emotional, so it made me cry. But things that happen to me that would normally make me sad, or bummed out, make me frustrated. So that's the big difference, is that, like, I won't cry at things that aren't, like, anything that can be translated into anger will be. So, like, it takes, like, probably media or, like, something happening to someone else to make me cry. But things that happen to me, I just get, like, pissed off, you know? And I have a tip. When you can't cry, but you have to let the emotions out of your body, because please fucking do. If I were to just let it build up inside of me, like, I understand why men, you know? I'm like, oh, that shit is just inside them forever. So you have to learn how to deal with it. And I want to, like, pass on my techniques to every man alive, because I'm like, you guys have to, like, get your emotions out of your system. But what I did is I just, like, fucking started speed walking, like, right out of my house, out into my neighborhood, just gotta process this somehow, just fucking zooming. And I really recommend it. It does help. Like, it helped me a lot, because I'm thinking and I'm, like, going through the peaks and troughs of emotions, but I'm, like, speed walking, and it just helps release the energy, especially because anger is energy and sadness is, like, I don't know, the opposite of energy. Like, it's like a stimulant versus a depressant is what the other one is called, right? I don't but, like, anger is energy. And, like, even sadness, you still need to get it out of you, but, like, I recommend doing some sort of physical activity, like either running or walking or working out or, like, punching a pillow or something. Like, just please get it out of you. You will feel so much better. So that's something I've been learning how to navigate. And now I will show you my chest. Let's see. I feel like I should get closer. So, as you can see, it's beautiful, and perfect. No, I'm just playing, but, like, I am in love with it, and it's healing quite well. I rub my scars and my nipples with bio oil every day, and it's starting to, like, make them less raised. They go all the way up to here, and this one is more stretched out. Yeah, I'm really fucking happy with it. I'm doing really well in terms of my transition, and I could not overstate how grateful I am. Um, so yeah, best of luck to all of you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching.